Hello, my fellow boxing enthusiasts. Usyk presents. After a very impressive performance by the great Alexander Usyk, stopping Daniel Dubois by knockout in the 5th round, the question arises, who is next in line for the undisputed heavyweight championship? After the fight, I was very surprised to hear Usyk mention 3 names.
Oh, maybe it's Tyson Fury. Maybe we have 3 options. Derek Chisora and Anthony Joshua.
Derek Chisora, Anthony Joshua, and Tyson Fury. Men he has already beat. Why does Usyk feel like he has to fight another British heavyweight, Joseph Parker?
Are you going to be calling for this fight next once Usyk has been given his flowers?
I want it next. He can enjoy this time and I hope he can give me the opportunity to share the ring with him.
Or Agit Kabayel.
Is that something you think you can provide a different challenge to, for Usyk with?
Yes, I think so. I think so. I hate trash talk, but I think for the fans, for all boxing fans, this is the best matchup,
Would be next when it comes to the official world ranking system. Even though both Parker and Kabayel are a good matchup for Usyk, I still, to this day, can't imagine either of them being a real threat to the master of this sport. We saw what happened when Kabayel fought Zhang. Yes, he did win and landed amazing body shots, but he was dropped for the first time in his career. And Big Bang Zhang, just like Alexander Usyk, is a southpaw boxer. Now Joseph Parker, I think, has really improved a lot over the years. However, he comes off a big win against Martin Bakole, who was not in shape and should not have been in the ring with him, and Joseph Parker has fought one whole entire round since March 2024. Now, do you think that makes a difference in terms of Parker being ready for Usyk? Let me know in the comments below. Yes, technically, Alexander Usyk would have to face either Parker or Kabayel. So why does Usyk mention the 3 British heavyweights? I think Usyk has done it all, and now he wants to bring as much money home from his last 2 fights. And in my opinion, he should and deserves to think like that. Because for Usyk, it's not who he will face next, but who will he beat next. I mean, if he knows he beats Parker, Kabayel, Anthony Joshua, and Fury, then naturally he wants to get the biggest compensation for his work. And even though Kabayel or Parker would be the mandatory, we all know for a fact that the biggest money fights for Alexander Usyk would be a trilogy matchup against either Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury. Usyk also mentioned Derek Chisora as well after the fight, and I believe he did so because he really respects Derek Chisora and they are friends. Chisora versus Usyk 2 would have been a good fight if it happened closer to the first one. That was a very hard fight for Alexander Usyk. Now I think Chisora should retire. I respect him, but the amount of punishment he absorbs in his fights are insane. For me, the 2 most underrated heavyweight fights of the 21st century were both fights between Chisora and Parker. Those were old school, legendary fights. Now, Anthony Joshua has stated he will finish his career this year as well, and I'm sure he would like to fight Usyk again. Hell, anybody in the heavyweight division wants to fight Usyk. He's the main man of boxing right now. He's the cash cow. He's the golden goose.
You're goddamn right.
Big fish, yeah.
Forget Canelo, forget Crawford. Alexander Usyk is the name of boxing right now. And I know Anthony Joshua would also, of course, love to fight him again, but to me it wouldn't make much sense. Even though Fury has come with 2 back-to-back losses to Usyk, I think he would deserve it more than Anthony Joshua, because the first Fury fight was probably the closest anyone has ever gotten to give Usyk serious problems during the rounds. The second fight was, however, a wipeout, and Fury is so damn delusional to think he won that one as well. Now, would Fury do the trilogy fight? Absolutely. The guy would do it for a pint in a heartbeat.
I always say it's about getting paid and getting laid. And we did that tonight.
Facts are facts. If either British heavyweight were to get a shot, they should have to face each other first, in my opinion. Matter of fact, let's make it really interesting. Let's say Usyk has 1 more fight left in the tank to make it an even 25-0. Let's finally have that long overdue Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury fight, and let's have Parker face off against Kabayel. The winners of those 2 fights have a last matchup in which that victor will be able to face Usyk in one final battle. Now, between Anthony Joshua, Fury, Parker, and Kabayel, who do you have coming out on top? Even though I don't like Fury as much as I used to, I have to say that he is, still to this day, most likely the best technical heavyweight behind Usyk. Thanks for watching this video, brother, and I will catch you on the counterpunch, my fellow boxing enthusiasts.
Have a good day, have a good week, have a good month. Okay? Bye bye, I go home.
So say good night to the bad guy. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again.